Hello everyone! Welcome to your final edition of Monger's Choice. Thank you for being the best cheese friends and hang in there for this one last round. Your cheese! So we went with a very new cheese, one that I had never had before, but is from a dairy that I really love out on the East Coast. And then we have two all-time favorites of MC. So here we go. The first is a Camembert, cow's milk Camembert from Arethusa Dairy in Connecticut. We have sort of fallen in love with these guys over the last 2 years, and this is their version of Camembert. It's pretty young and quite mushroomy and light, grassy, not super vegetal and funky yet. You could probably let it hang out for a little bit and it'll get more funky. But if you like a younger, fresher Camembert style, this is perfect and ready for you right now. Fun fact about the farm, it is owned by former executives of Manolo Blahnik, who bought the property to preserve their view. And it wasn't a functioning farm at the time, and over time they sort of fell in love with the area and agriculture and wanted to resurrect the heritage of the property. So and now it's an amazing, fully functioning cow dairy. And it looks like the cows have a pretty good time. You should check them out on Instagram. They're very pretty. We hear that they get they actually get shampooed with Pantene Pro V or something, give them a real shiny coat. But it's lovely times on Arethusa Farm. Second, you have Verano, which is a sheep's milk Basque style cheese from Vermont Shepherd out in Vermont. It's owned by the Major family and is one of the oldest sheep dairies, and for sure in Vermont, and one of the older ones in the country. And they have been making this cheese from the beginning. So it's their 100% sheep's milk cheese that is only made seasonally, so only in the summer when the sheep are producing milk. And then they have one other cheese called Invierno, which is made the other part of the year and they mix it with cow's milk. So this is a lovely treat, and it's it's subtle. It's understated. You have to let it hang out in your mouth. It's not one of those hit you over the head type of cheeses. It's just a really, really lovely, beautiful version of the style of cheese made domestically. And then you have Dunbarton Blue from Shullsburg, Wisconsin, Raleigh's Cheese House, one of my all-time favorite humans. Chris Raleigh makes this cheese, and just a wonderful cheese that has turned people over to blue, being blue lovers in the 10 years of Mission Cheese operation. So it's primarily a cheddar, but they do make it with Roquefort culture, and then they pierce it with stainless steel like you would pierce a blue to allow oxygen to get in to form the mold that then moves around the cheese and makes a blue. But since cheddar is pretty dense and they press it like you would a cheddar, and there's not a lot of moisture content, it stays in these columns and just adds this lovely meatiness to the otherwise very buttery sweet cheddar from Wisconsin. So it's definitely one of those American original cheeses. Dunbarton Blue. And then for your wine you have, because we're so close to New Year's, I had to give you bubbles. It's a Pinot Grigio Pet Nat from Carboniste, which is an amazing new California project that's trying to modernize sparkling wine, specifically in California. All done naturally. This is in the traditional Pet Nat style, where it's fermented almost dry, and then bottled before fermentation has completed, and then that's what traps the CO2 and creates the bubbles. I think compared to other Pet Nats, this one is a little bit brighter, and I hate to say cleaner, because some Pet Nats just have a lot of sediment and they're pretty funky and they taste more like a cider or kombucha than a sparkling wine. And this is, I think, not in that camp. It almost fools you into thinking it's a traditional method sparkling wine, but it's really lovely and bright and fresh for new beginnings in 2021. Carboniste Pinot Grigio Brut. And then everyone is getting a baguette today, throwback to old times. Fresh baguettes with your cheese, and bonus, a cheese pairing book from written by my cheese guru, Steve Jones, who is up in Portland, and who also happens to be closing his cheese shop, womp womp, but he lives on in this book, and I won't mention any other pairing books, but there are a lot of them out there that are a little bit lackluster, and Steve is a true professional, and he's an amazing flavor pairer, and just like I said, he's my cheese guru. He knows all the things, and so I think it's a superior pairing book to other books. Everyone's getting one. Yay! All right. Thanks so much, you guys. I know some of you have written notes in the last few weeks, and I am 100% behind on email, and I'm hoping to catch up with that after things mellow out here. But I thank you so much for your support and kind words and all the good vibes that have been coming our way at Mission Cheese, and we hope to see you on the other side in whatever form. Thanks, guys. Bye.